Okay.
Um, I had the spotted lanternfly I chose, and it's something that's kind of recently been introduced to the United States, so it's kind of interesting. Here's my PowerPoint with some pictures, lots of pictures, I think. The spotted lanternfly, Lycorma delicatula, is an indigenous to the parts of China, India, Vietnam, and Eastern Asia. The spotted lanternfly is a strong jumper, and they use their wings to assist with jumps and not to actually fly that much. Although they have two pairs of wings, they jump around more than they fly. In 2014, they were first they were first recorded in the United States, and in 2018, they are an invasive species in parts of the U.S. as eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, northern Delaware, northern Virginia, and even eastern Maryland. The United States has high populations are seen infesting common forest trees such as maples and birches. Here's the life stages as the eggs. They have a 30 to 30 to 50 eggs they'll hatch out, and their life expectancy is a year. Um, they see how they change their colors from the black and white to the red, black and white to the full grown adult size. In July, as you can see, from July to December, the adults, the eggs from October through June, they hatch. The first instar May through June, second instar June through July, third June through July, and the fourth July through September. But yet adults can be seen around the July period, and then they're going to be starting to lay their eggs. So if you happen to see any. Their host plants includes grapes, stone fruits, mollusk species. The preferred host is the tree of heaven. That's where they like laying their eggs, but they can be seen on over 70 different plant species. They like to feed on woody and non-woody plants, piercing the phloem tissues and foliage and young stems and sucking the sap. They don't eat the fruit though. They don't eat the fruit, or they don't eat the leaves. They just kind of go after the sap, and they like that. In their native habitat, they're controlled mostly by the natural predators or pathogens. Um, the possible pest controls here in the U.S., being that they're invasive, could be try to kill their eggs out through October and May. Um, Try to remove the spotted lanternflies, the host tree, the tree of heaven. Um, but you would want to save some of the male tree of heavens and use it for like trap trees, since the lanternfly requires a meal from this tree before laying their eggs. So it's kind of good to keep a couple around for trap trees. Another way they try to control these pests is by applying some sticky tape around trees. But as you can see in this picture, the sticky tape is catching a lot of pests, but it's also catching birds. Birds are attaching to it to eat the bugs, and are actually getting stuck and Yeah, that's not good. But you can try to catch the lanternflies in the early spring. Try to catch the nymphs. Yeah, that's not good. So once they were catching a lot of birds, they decided to try to put a fence around the tape. The fence would keep the birds from actually touching it and still, so that was a smart idea right here, putting a little fence around it. Imagine it keeps squirrels and just everything off of it. And plus, the birds can still kind of peep in there and try to catch, get them a couple bugs to eat. Another way that they were, you can treat them as like with systematic pesticides. Um, June through August, you could apply tree ejection, bark sprays, which if you're gonna put sticky tape up, that's a good idea using that fence right there. But as of 2020, it's still invasive species. They're still trying to find out how to get it under control. So this one picture here says if you see it, report it. The PDA recommends different pesticides, including soaps and oils. They're trying and researching everything they can to have control of this spotted lanternfly. So if you, like I said, if you happen to see any, it's something recently invading the U.S. So give someone a call. Thank you.